I cannot overcome the 600 billion words a second you guys are throwing. He pronounced it correctly. It's a machine. It pronounced everything correctly.
Stretched now in her bed, his wife Iran opened her gray, unmerry eyes, blinked and groaned and shut her eyes again. You said your Penfield too weak, he said to her. I'll reset it and you'll be awake, and keep your hand off my Donkey Konga. Said Pelos Picosos de posterior de Milo. Master Tuesday. Said Lambda Omicron Pi Alpha Delta Omicron Tau Epsilon Mu Alpha Chi Omicron Sigma Epsilon Lambda Alpha Chi Omicron Gamma Alpha Lambda Epsilon Omicron Kappa Rho Alpha Nu Iota Omicron Lambda Epsilon Iota Psi Alpha Nu Omicron Delta Rho Iota Mu Upsilon Chi Omicron Tau Rho Iota Mu Alpha Tau Omicron Sig. A rabid wombat. Said I do not regret leaving my speakers off tonight. Scratch. Said you're worse, his wife said, her eyes still shut. You're a murderer hired by the cops. I've never killed a human being in my life. His irritability had risen, now had become outright hostility. Iran said, just those poor endies. I notice you've never had any hesitation as to spending the bounty money I bring home on whatever momentarily attracts your attention. He rose, strode to the console of his new organ. Instead of saving, he said, so we could buy a real sheep to replace Donkey Konga. Said, oh god, she does pronounce it correctly. MSTRBWLR. Said an electric sheep reference. Donkey Konga. Said night with yes. Temperature. Said The Twangs The Thing is a studio album by guitarist Dwayne Eddy. It was released in 1959 on Jamie Records catalog No JLP 73009. It entered Billboard magazine's pop album chart on January 25, 1960, peaked at number 18 and remained on the chart for 13 weeks too. It was one of only 3 Dwayne Eddy albums to enter the top 22. AllMusic gave the album a rating of 2 stars. 1. Scratch. Said that fake electric one upstairs, a mere electric animal, and me earning all that I've worked my way up to through the years. At his console he hesitated between dialing for a thalamic suppressant which would abolish his mood of rage, or a thalamic stimulant which would make him irked enough to win the argument. If you dial Iran said, eyes open and watching for greater venom, then I'll dial the same. I'll dial the maximum and you'll see a fight that makes every argument we be had up to Donkey Konga. Said this is a stem the streamer unadvertently transferred to us.
She promised not to do permanent harm. I cannot make that same promise. This is a scam.
Donkey Konga. Said I'm telling my mom on you.
Listen, your mama loves to hear about me, man. Relax. Relax. She'll love it. Make sure you tell her a lot about me. I can't believe you walked yourself into that, man. Said wait, I thought Mr.Zelda got along with the fish people. Who is he recognizing? This is a training mission. It's a training mission.
Donkey Konga. Said why such a funny thing sounded so wrong, and yet I know I put myself into that position. LOL.
You did walk yourself into that one.
Said I am hoping this time it works. BC it seems to ignore letters alone, but with words it will do the thing.
They broke the TTY. You guys
said,
broke.
Oh, thank goodness. Scratch. Said we had up to now seemed like nothing. Dial and see, just try me. She rose swiftly, loped to the console of her own new organs, to glaring at him, waiting. He sighed, defeated by her threat. I'll dial what's on my schedule for today. Examining the schedule for January 3rd, 1992. Temperature. Said we did it. But sped. Said we butted it. Temperature. Said but yes. Scratch. Said he saw that a business-like professional attitude was called for if I dialed by schedule. He said warily, will you agree to? Also he waited canny enough not to commit himself until his wife had agreed to follow suit. My schedule for today lists a 6-hour self-accusatory depression, Iran said. Donkey Konga. Said I would energetically protest that one, but honest I play hard here, so no contest, love you. Scratch. Said what, why did you schedule that? It defeated the whole purpose of the mood organ. I didn't even know you could set it for that. He said gloomily. I was sitting here one afternoon, Iran said.
What?
Scratch. Said naturally I had tamed on Buster Friendly and his friendly friends, and he was talking about a big news item he s about to break, and then that awful commercial came on, the one I hate, you know, for Mountebank lead cod pieces, and so for a minute I shut off the sound. Tegachura. Said Captain Kuknoom is a character superhero created by Phoenix area dermatopathologist Ruskin R. 3MD in 2006. The purpose behind the character is to spread awareness among children of skin health and especially the dangers of excessive sun exposure. Dr. Lines' campaign has been mentioned in local newspapers and in the dermatology journals Skin and Allergy News 1 and Dermatology Times. Scratch. Said, and I heard this building I heard the, she gestured empty apartments. Rick said sometimes he heard them at night when he was supposed to be asleep, and yet for this day and age a one-half occupied co-napped building rated high in the scheme of population density.